Okay, so you actually do have a handout which is entitled the Application Process Evaluation and Scoring Overview. So we've actually been accepting in the clerk's office applications for growers, processors, secure transporters, and safety compliance since April, with maybe in August, council implemented a moratorium. So from August to probably November, we didn't accept any applications. But beyond that, since April, we've been accepting applications for grower, processor, secure transporter, safety. And the way the ordinance was approved by the voters was all of those categories are unlimited. So there is no application period. So at any particular point, you fill out, complete the application, your application gets reviewed, and you could be granted a permit. Now, as it relates to provisioning centers, the way the ordinance is written is there's a 21-day application period. I'm sure you heard about the difference in the application period dates. But the ordinance was very clear that the clerk determines the application period. So we're in the midst of the 21-day application period. It began on January the 6th. It ends on January the 27th at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m., no more applications will be accepted. If you're in line before 4 p.m., we will accept your application, but after that, no applications for provisioning centers will be accepted. It's just a 21-day.
Garland, don't mean to interrupt, but the last council meeting, you accepted, or you approved 5 locations for those, is that correct?
All that was approved at the last council meeting was, and this is in the presentation, there was a difference of view between the planning staff and the clerk's office. To me, the ordinance is clear when it says you have to be zoned, whatever the particular zoning is for the overlay districts or the non-overlay districts. So my position was, if you're not properly zoned, your application is not going to be reviewed. You simply just, unfortunately, don't qualify. So a number of individuals had submitted rezonings to the Planning Commission that pretty much sat for months, 7 months, 8 months, probably close to a year. So what council, finally the Planning Commission, after they realized, because they were telling people that they could submit their rezoning with their application. And I was like, no, if you're not zoned properly, you don't qualify. So the applications were considered by the Planning Commission, referred to the City Council, so the City Council actually approved those rezonings. The rezoning does not mean that you will be given a lot. All it means is that you actually now qualify to complete the application.
And they have to file those before the 27th.
Or on the 27th by 4.
How many applications are on the table so far?
All that we've received so far is 2 applications.
That's it?
Really?
After all of this?
So I'm assuming that our office will be bombarded probably starting tomorrow and Monday, because there really was no advantage for you turning in your application on the 6th or the 27th. All we're simply doing is stamping the applications received, giving you, in essence, a receipt.
And cashing your check.
$5,000.
Well, depositing.
Non-refundable, right?
Yeah, right, it's non-refundable.
Garland, explain this, the state has to pre-approve these people before they make an application?
No.
The city? They're
No.
the way around.
No.
Other way around.
No, not necessarily. The state has a 2-step process. You have to get your pre-approval from the state. Then you go to a city and say, I have a pre-approval. You get your license for wherever you want to operate. And then you go back to the state, and then the state gives you your final license.
Talk about costs at the state level. Yours is $5,000. What is it at the state level? Do you know?
I don't know all the costs at the state level, because in addition to that, the state has implemented like a social equity program. So people who were disproportionately affected when all this marijuana stuff was illegal, it's like a sliding scale. So they've actually did a number of forums in urban areas. So it really just depends